Welcome back, we the people. We're still in chapter 14, verse 9, and Dr. York's description of the life of a Nubian in the world of the beast. So let's read on. You have every right to know, because whatever religion they were reared in, that is the religion that breeds that type of mentality. My point being, if the Jewish faith or the Christian faith is what these men and women grew up in, these are the kind of people, serial killers, they keep turning out, who are threats to society. This is something that they obviously want to hide and avoid talking about. When it comes to the destruction of a Nubian, they put all of their attention on things such as drugs, scandals, sex, scandals, marital affairs, who their children are, what their children do, or simply their personal affairs that they may have been involved in. In most cases, the stories are exaggerated and made to look like something drastic, when in actuality they are all lies. However, when it comes to Amorites, everything is concentrated on their money. You should ask yourselves, why is that so? It's always a pleasure, it's always, and in quotation, pleasure scandal, close quotation, with Nubians. Let me explain what I mean by this. When trying to destroy any Nubian, they sensationalize, and there is so much propaganda on subjects such as sex, as in the case of singers Luther Vandross and Teddy Pendergrass, Whitney Houston, Vanessa Williams, and Michael Jackson. When a 13-year-old boy accused him of sexually molesting him, he faced both a civil suit and a criminal investigation. The matter was settled out of court, and both parties agreed on the settlement. Yet, they are still exaggerating the story and trying mostly to discredit him and to make money off this case by selling newspapers and magazines, etc. However, when it came to the case of Pee Wee Herman, whose real name is Paul Rubin, a Jew, it was in court, over and forgotten about before you knew anything about it. Again, it's called pushing, in quotation, double standards, close quotations. Another one of their favorite tactics is the Amorite knows that in order to keep you in submission to him, you must not realize your royal descent. You hear that, people? You must not realize your royal descent. That's why he keeps inserting his image as superior. Therefore, you will look up to him, and eventually you will worship him by trying to be and act and look like him. That is why it is very important that you have the right images or pictures in your homes. From the beginning, the Amorite Canaanite has been obsessed with being superior. One way to notice this is through his strongest tool called television. Tell, lie, vision. To tell lies visually. You don't see many Nubians walking around calling themselves, in quotations, Superman, Superwoman, Supergirl, Superboy, Bionic Woman, Bionic Man, Tarzan, $6 Million Man, Wonder Woman, Indiana Jones, Spider-Man, James Bond, 007, or MacGyver, close quotations, etc. And if they do, it is done in a form of jokes to make them look like fools, as in the case of Meteor Man, in quotation, Handyman, close quotation, and the original, in quotation, Catwoman, close quotations. These Amorite superheroes, in quotations, do things like dodge and outrun bullets or catch bullets with their teeth. They always catch the bad guys. They always deactivate bombs 3 seconds before it is going to blow. In other words, they do things that are almost impossible. If it's a choice of the Nubian or Amorite getting killed, the Nubian is always the first choice. This is all put forth to subliminally suggest to you that you have to be an Amorite to be a success or to survive, and you are of no value and can be eliminated without no concern by any. Take for example figures of people like Jesus, the Pharaoh, Moses, Hannibal, Samson, Cleopatra, Solomon, and Abraham. When you hear these names, what is the first thing that comes to your minds? If you are honest, you will have to say that when you think of Moses, you think of Charlton Heston. When you think of Jesus, you think of the hippie-looking Amorite that used to hang on your grandmother's wall, or the actor Jeffrey Hunter. When you think of the Pharaoh, Yul Brynner comes to your mind. When you say Hannibal, an image of Tony Curtis flashes in your head. When you think of Cleopatra, Elizabeth Taylor pops up in your mind. When you hear Samson, you think of Victor Mature. It is no coincidence that all of these great people are being portrayed by Canaanites, Amorites, and now the latest is Solomon, who was portrayed by Jimmy Smits. Now, you can say that this is only entertainment, but this form of entertainment is obviously subliminal education, because it is proven facts that all of these men and women were Nubians. But they make you think that they are not Nubians by feeding you with a bunch of lies. The media is nothing more than the board of education, or broader of education of the malevolent beings. This is just another one of the Amorites' ways to propagate, in quotations, their supremacy, close quotation, and teach you to hate yourself, so that you will do anything to be in his image. However, what you keep overlooking is the fact that even if you try to talk and walk like them, hang out with them, listen to their music, or you can even bleach your skin, they still aren't going to accept you. And in inverted commas, in brackets, right, Michael, close brackets, you will still be just another, in quotation, Tom, close quotation, to them. Nubian people need to wake up and stop trying to live in the image of the beast. They try to make everybody an Amorite. If you haven't noticed, the picture of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. gets lighter and lighter as the years go by. By the year 2000 AD, he will be a staunch Amorite. Even Aunt Jemima from Aunt Jemima Pancakes has transformed from a rag-wearing maid suit. Now she has a perm, and in due time she will look like Brooke Shields. Since Michael Jackson has changed his appearance, he has become the pop singer Michael Jackson. Since Childish Michael was considered a rhythm and blues singer, but now he's no longer a, in quotations, black man, close quotation. All of a sudden, he's a pop singer. We'll continue this reading on the next recording, people. I'm running out of time here. So see you on the other side. This is all good, juicy stuff. Things that we all know and have lived through. So Dr. Yoke is here reminding us, giving us an insight. See you on the other side.